So let's have a quick revision, guys. The last two sessions that we had, okay, and in that, if you still have any doubt and any clarification needed, the chat is open for you, okay. And today we're gonna move ahead onto the one new topic that I'm just gonna explain it in some time. But let's have a quick revision, okay. Let's have a quick revision. So I'm not sharing my screen. Don't bother about it. Whenever I'll just go on mute or any anything. I'll just ask a confirmation that whether you're able to hear me or you're able to see my screen or all this. Okay. So let's recap our topics that we had um, in last 2 days. Okay. Let's understand theoretically, and whenever someone asks question about that, okay, how you can answer, or whenever someone wants you to explain to others, right? So how you can convey that knowledge. So those all things. Got it? So let's start with our first understanding, that is nothing but our IDE. Okay. So we all understood what IDE is. Okay. What is a basic understanding of IDE? In that one, what we understood is why we need IDE first of all. Okay. Because we need to save a lot of time as a developer. We don't want to depend, or we don't need to write anything or everything from scratch. Okay. Yeah, that's a good practice if you wanted to write it and practice it by your own. But if we are already having utilities around, if we already having utilities around, then why to bother about writing the same functionality from scratch. Okay. So when we talk about the ID, it's a full-fledged environment which will help you to develop any sort of module, generate some set of instructions which gonna help you to coordinate with your system. Okay. In a plain manner. One more thing, I mentioned it, that you can write a code which not only your system gonna understand, even a human can understand that code. Okay. So the lot of features that ID you're using is debugging, okay, formatting capabilities, okay, a lot of languages or programming language support is there, okay, a very good interactive user interface, right, and all the sort of features that we already discussed in terms of ID. Okay, one more thing that we discussed about ID is that ID will help us not to just save time, but allow us to understand some of the best practices as well. The way we were writing the code, it's only understandable by human. Okay, that's a good part. Okay, so if any other new developer or your teammate is able to understand the code that you return to it, okay, so that is anyhow a good feature. But how effectively you can write code which will not use much resources onto the system. So if someone asks you that can you please create a sort of a loop which will run 10 times, okay, so you are having multiple mechanisms. Either you can just run 10 times, or you can do while loop and whatnot. You are having multiple mechanisms, right? Similar way, whenever you are targeting any logical problem, okay, any logical problem or anything which requires some additional processing and all those, how effectively you can write code so that code can consume less um, processing speed, processing time, okay, processing resources and all those, okay. So those all things you discussed in IDE, and you are utilizing extension for it. Some best practices extension, guys. One extension that I recommending you guys to follow for the best practice, which is that one, which gonna give you intelligence, suggestion, description, and all those. Which extension was it? Anyone aware of it? Which extension that we were using for description, and what is the purpose of it and all those? Anyone aware of it? Yes, lint. Very good. Lint. Correct. Very good. So prettier is, guys, just for making the code to much pretty, right? But ESLint is exactly, you said correct. ESLint is the option that you are using for following some of the best practices in your code. Very good. Okay, so guys, as a developer, and even though as an experienced developer, a lot of times we were getting a question like, hey, are you following any linting? Are you following any static code analysis or anything? So those sort of tools will help us to make our code more effective and robust. Got it? I hope till now we are clear with the IDE. Anyone wants to question, I can allow 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. Are we good? Mhm. Thank you. Okay. So now moving to the second part, introduction to CLI and GUI. Okay. So we discussed about CLI and GUI and what is the differences between those two. Okay. What are the usages also? So um, some of the guys were asking about the question related to why we were using CLI if we're already having GUI and all those, right? So I answered that question in such a way that some of the instruction, because GUI is bit slow, okay, everything you are having interfaces, okay, but if you directly want to interact with your system resources, you no need to bother about any bridge, okay. Usually that bridge is nothing but your GUI. But that in case of CLI, that bridge is not there. Whatever instructions that you're giving it to, those completely forwarded it to the system. Okay. Nowadays, lot of good CLIs came into the market. Okay, and not every, I can say that most of the popular softwares are creating their own CLI. You know why, guys? Can anyone tell me why GitHub and all those are creating their own CLI? Do you think that why they were doing it? Yesterday we discussed about the PowerShell, the purpose of PowerShell. So think in such a way that why they created Git CLI and all those. It's easy to use, yes, for automating very good automation. Okay, but what type of automation they were doing? For speed, not exactly. Speed is not the primary matter over here. Teamwork, okay, okay, one of it, got it. Bad jobs. Yeah, correct. Bad job means you are asynchronously performing multiple jobs. Yeah. So guys, why they were doing it? Because if they right now you all aware of it that PowerShell is somehow following the Linux command as well, but command prompt is not doing that. Similar way, when we talk about Git Bash or any other bash which is not natively generated by Microsoft or Windows operating system, like Git Bash is one of the option to it. In that one, why they return? So tomorrow, if anyone wants to run Git specific commands, I can translate and I can give to the system directly. Okay, so in place of GUI, what they did, in place of GUI, they did nothing but creating one more CLI, which is also coordinating with your system in a similar way that your CMD and PowerShell is doing. Okay, so that was the main purpose of GUI and CLI. In that one more thing we discussed about exactly that how CLI and GUI can affect your operations. Okay, creation of the file, deletion of the file, moving file from one folder to another, and all those sort of things. Guys, you can perform any sort of operation using CLI. You just need to automate it. You just need to say that, hey, whenever I'm going to write this one, this should happen. Whenever I'm going to write this one, this process need to start, this process need to stop, and so on. Got it? So this one we were having for CLI. Got it? Now, one more thing when we talk about the CLI is um, that installation. Okay, so we already discussed about installation and all those what installations that you need to perform in terms of CLI, not installation specifically, what setup. Okay, setup in the sense whenever you want to run as administrator or whenever you want to run as a normal user, what sort of setup you need to do. Okay, so be all aware of it that we need to make a right click and run as administrator, and then you can perform all the operation with administrative access. Got it? So for this reason, I was just explaining authorization and authentication. Means you are authenticated to some username, but some commands are only drive, or I can say that can only be run by a administrator. Okay, because administrators only have special rights to manipulate or change or do some specific operation. That system only needs a special authorization for it. Okay, so authorization and access that we discussed. Okay, any example for which one you are asking? Can you please help me? Which example you are asking for? That please help me with that. Okay, so that CLI we understood. Okay, and then after that we discussed about the different commands. Primary command. Okay, primary command we understood it. That is nothing but CD. Why CD is very important? Because CD sometimes confuses you. Okay, that in which folder you are. Okay, how to access the folder, and how to access the folder, how to delete the folder, how to show the files to it, and all those sort of scenarios is a part of CLI which need to be understood. Okay, so you are asking about Git CLI. Yeah. So Git is also CLI, which is generated on some IDE. Okay, IDE, and they told that hey, whenever Git some command gonna run, please do this operation. Whenever Git some command gonna run, please do this operation. So that's why they created their own CLI. Okay, this is what the reason behind it. Got it? How we automate using CLI, guys? Not CLI, you need to run some script. Okay, script is nothing but batch script or Windows script and all this. Okay, so you need to perform some script, and you need to tell that script when this script need to be run. Okay, so usually, whenever we talk, yesterday I was just talking about the real time example. Whenever guys, tell me one thing. Okay, so you are working on one system. Okay, a very crucial information, very crucial information is there in that particular system. Okay, and daily 3 times that backup is happening. Daily 3 times backup is happening, in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. Consider it. Okay, tell me, do I need to keep the backup every minute, or day wise is enough for me? Okay, consider it, day wise data is enough for me. So what I'm going to do for the previous data which got backed up? Can anyone tell me what I'm going to do with the previous data which got backed up? What I need to do with it? Can anyone tell me? Um, yeah, yeah, we can delete it. That's true. Okay, but do you every time you go to the folder and delete it manually? No, right? We cannot do that. Every time we cannot go to the folder and delete it and then flush it and all those sorts of things. Okay, so for this reason, you can automate the CLI job. Okay, CLI job to update or manipulate some data on that particular folder, repository, or anywhere you want to do it. Okay, so this is what the reason whenever we're just talking about the automate. My mic is muted. Is it? Okay, got it. Okay, so this is what we were having for CLI, and CLI. That's why Get is uh, keeping up their own CLI, because they want you to stuck with some specific command which is only understandable by Git. Okay, and ultimately, in which language Git gonna coordinate, guys? Tell me, Git CLI and your system. In which language they gonna coordinate? Git CLI and system. In which language they gonna coordinate? Anyone? Very good. Binary. Very good. Not C. Not C. It's binary. True. It's a binary language, right? So they are utilizing the binary language, which gonna help you to run the instructions on a specific device. Got it? Yeah. So this is what we were having for a simple pressure. And guys, now today we're gonna discuss about the Git and GitHub. And that's why yesterday we made you to explain that what exactly CLI is, because somehow the configuration that I'm running today, or the commands that I'm using it today, is somehow related to the CLI part that we already discussed yesterday. So in this one, we're going to talk about first thing in version control and Git. We're going to talk about the what is version control. Okay, what is version control? Okay, then after that, once you understood what is version control, you are having Git and GitHub. So guys, there is a huge difference between Git and GitHub. Okay, there is a huge difference between Git and GitHub. In that one, we're going to understand that why we need Git and what is the purpose of GitHub. We're going to talk about the usage as well. Okay, we're going to talk about the usage as well, which going to help you to understand that where you need to use CLI, or sorry, where you need to use Git, or where you need to use GitHub. That's why there is a lot of confusion between the students that Git and GitHub are same. No, they are not. They are completely different. Okay, then we're going to talk about the installation configuration of the Git. Okay, not GitLab. GitLab is simple software that you can utilize similar way that you use Visual Studio. Guys, I hope everyone able to run or install Visual Studio code in their system. Can anyone confirm if you're not able to do it, still facing some issue? Just on installation of Visual Studio code. Got it? Everyone good with it? Very good. Oh, someone still left out. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So most of it, right? We already installed it. But whoever are still didn't kept that way, please try it. We have already given you set of instructions that you can follow it around. That you can follow it around for installing in your local system. Okay. Great. Okay, and guys, I'm considering one more thing that you set it up all the required extension, and whatever the needed configuration is there, you already set it up. Okay, path variable and all those GitHub credentials and everything. Okay, so in today talk, we're gonna discuss about that one. Then after that, we're going to follow some of the commands, Git workflow. Guys, before that command itself, you need to understand what exactly Git workflow is. Okay, what exactly Git workflow is. Because a lot of folks are having confusion that this is how Git is work, this is how Git is work. But first of all, let's understand the usage and purpose of Git. Why we need still command if we can do through GUI. Okay, why we need command? Why they still running on CLI? Don't you think that no developer is asking for GUI? Mhm. But the good part is there are a lot of softwares. There are a lot of software which is completely running on GUI. So I can tell you some of the softwares which is looking or which is functioning like Git on GitHub, but those are completely different. So if you're gonna go through source tree, if you're gonna go and search for source tree, let me share my screen now. Okay, guys. Okay, what we can write? Not here. Let's write first of all here. Okay. My voice pitch is very low. Is it? Guys, here because this marker is there, right? Voice pitch marker. It is completely high. That's why I'm still getting confused. So, guys, this particular software, similar way that you are having Git, right? Git CLI, this software will help you to run exactly same command, same operation, same thing, almost 80 to 90%. Okay, 80 to 90% similarities are there with respect to this source tree, which is nothing but a free Git GUI. Okay, aware of it, guys? This is nothing but a fit yeah, I can say that this is a fit one because there is one more software that some of the industries are using a lot, but this is most fittest one that I felt it. That is nothing but toys Git. Okay, if you want to go through, tortoise git is also one of the similar functionality. So source tree and tortoise git are the same sort of tool. They're also just giving the GUI. They're also just giving the GUI to coordinate through the system, just just using the same mechanism which your CLI Git CLI is using. Okay, Git CLI is using. Got it, guys? So these two software that we were using, okay, and in industry, 110% any one of it, either this one Tortoise Git or Source Tree or Bitbucket and all those, these tools 110% they are using it for their own purpose, okay, for their own development. Do have yeah, you can download and you can set it up your Git account to it, okay, you can set it up and utilize. Okay, so what purpose you are using this tool? Okay, so I'll just help you. Don't worry about it. Guys, Git CLI is what? Git CLI is command interface, right? Git CLI is nothing but a command line interface. But if you want it to be a GUI mechanism, okay, GUI mechanism or some graphical user interface is there. Whenever I don't want to run that command, I just need a button to push it and all those. So for this reason, you are having Git tortoise and source tree. Okay, source tree and this one can't be used. Guys, VS don't have by default a source control plugin. Again, I'm repeating, Visual Studio Code is not having any default source control plugin. Either you need to depend on Git or you can opt for some other thing. Okay, or you can opt for some other thing that completely up to you. So we use it instead Git bash and correct. Guys, there is two options. So if you don't want to run command each and every time, you can opt this Git tortoise and source tree. Those are the alternatives. Again, I'm repeating, those are nothing but GUI alternatives. Okay, git bash is the same for source control. Git bash is also same, but git bash is only taking commands. Tortoise, Git, and source tree are not keeping any commands. You just need to click on button properly in a corrected manner. That's it. Okay. What is source control? Okay, yeah. So I'll help you to explain, guys. Okay. In that one, I'll just help you to explain what exactly source control is. Then after that, what Git in Visual Studio Code and GitHub. Okay, those all things we can discuss it in today's agenda. So let's understand what exactly source control is. Okay, got it, guys. Okay, so let's talk about the source control first. Okay, here whenever we talk about the source control in that mechanism, you know what exactly is happening. As I was mentioning it, that whenever multiple teams are involved or multiple developers are involved, or a worst case you are working on a very crucial functionality, some banking functionality, you are reading the transaction and something like that. Okay, so what ultimately you are doing, you are keeping your developer laptop, your tester laptop or something like that, whatever your company is assigning or whatever your project you are working on, that particular laptop you're going to take it, and in that one, okay, you're going to check the instructions, you're going to check the files which you created. Okay, you're going to save the files. Okay, tell me guys, one simple manner, forget about the source code, let me explain you in more layman term. Tell me, whenever you are editing your any photo, okay, where ultimately you are uploading after editing, where you are uploading, either on Instagram or your Facebook profile or WhatsApp picture, right? That's how you're using. So if today you are sitting on your home and you're seeing your profile picture, if tomorrow you move to some other country or some other state or some other remote location, there also you're gonna see the same profile picture. Why? Because you updated onto the centralized location. Okay, you update it onto the centralized location. Similarly, when one developer is working on any source code or any crucial functionality, and how you can make sure that all code is safe, because the development effort that guy is keeping up for the development should not be lost. So for this reason, we were having source control, source code. Okay, source code, source control, and all these are different terms. Okay, so ultimately, source code is nothing but a not global, but yeah, always available container. Okay, you just need to keep up your functionality which you did it. Okay, which you did it, and rest also can keep up their own functionality, and then some other developers also keep up, and every source code that you are keeping or writing or you are working will be saved onto the cloud. Okay, and cloud will not have one instance. They are having very low failure rate. Okay, so no crashing and no downtime. So suppose, did you ever heard about it? In Facebook headquarters there is no internet connection. In Facebook headquarters and Instagram headquarters there is no current, though there is no electricity. We haven't heard about it, right? Because they were all running on backup capabilities. Okay, and some sort of resources which keep them up 24 cross 7. So if tomorrow you are asking about the availability of your source control, go to any remote location, guys. Go to any remote location where you are having proper internet connection. You can access your source code. You can directly collaborate with other team members who are operating on remote places. Okay, so that is what we were having for it. As a beginner, guys, I just recommend you, again, I'm recommending, as a beginner, please try to understand the concepts of CLI first. What exactly CLI is. And then after that, move towards the GUI. Okay, again, I'm requesting, first of all, focus on to the CLI. Mhm. Okay, great. So, moving to the next part that I was mentioning. Okay. In that one, first of all, let's understand what exactly the version control. Now I made you understand that what exactly source control is. But now let's understand what exactly why we are using two different terms for same functionality. Some are saying that version control, some are saying that source control and all this. Okay, so why we were having different options and what exactly the meaning of version control. That I'm gonna help you to explain now. Okay, so consider, guys, as I was explaining, that you are having a size of developers, size of developer from 500 to thousands of around. Okay, and every developer is writing every day. 50 is more than enough. 50 is more than enough, right? 50 is more than enough. So 50 lines of code every developer is writing. Okay, every developer is writing 50 lines of code. Then after that, what is happening? Now, if you are having 100 developers, means you are having almost 50,000 lines of code that need to be pushed onto your flow, central repository. How your application is going to deploy? Person one is working on different functionality, person two is working on different functionality, person three is working on different functionality. So how you can gather all functionality and give the full-fledged visual result. Okay, that's what the reason that we were following the source control. So whenever there is a code happen, you need to push it, and so that whenever you want to pull it or your teammate need to pull it, they will be available to see the changes that you did on that particular part. Got it? Till now, guys, I hope I'm not going too fast, but still, if anything would be there, I can repeat it. Is it same like Tortoise SVN source? Yeah. So guys, source control. Sorry. Let me understand. Okay, let me make you understand that um, source control is also nothing but a software. Okay, is also nothing but a software which is taking CLI as a command. Okay, which is taking CLI as a command one, and then what exactly after doing it is converting into some binary data format. But when we talk about the tortoise and all those are a bit different. Not exactly, because they were having a very good, very full-fledged GUI, which usually your UI or simple interaction not have that. Okay, so that is what we were having. We also integrated Git CLI for the Git source control. That's a very good part. If you already did it, I'm appreciating it. guys. So we are all we all are on same page to make understand the Git and GitHub. What exactly we need to do for that? Okay, correct. Yeah. So moving to the next part of the Git. Okay, in that one, what exactly they were saying, in that one, what exactly they were saying, that it becomes super difficult to track who is making changes at where. So suppose you are having the entire source. Consider it, guys. Can we open W3 school? A simple example. Let's like take. Yesterday I shown you W3 school and all those. Um, Visual Studio Code itself. Okay, let's take example. Just one second. Just one second. I'll just help you to explain. Okay, one second, please. I'll just share one one folder to you. In that one, I'm going to help you to explain exactly what it is. Okay, why it's too slow. Anyhow, it's nothing but HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? So it is taking sometimes. Mm, let's see this. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we did it. Mhm. Okay, so let me show it to you. Everyone able to see that yesterday we were just keeping up the exercise folder, and then inside that exercise folder, what we did, we created a simple style.css folder. Okay. Um. Sometimes this is Visual Studio is also killing us here. Okay. So consider, guys, any Google or any website that you're gonna use it. Okay. Let me open. Let me open simple Google. Okay, or W3 School or simple W3 School. I can show you too. W3 School. How a developer start working on this one. Okay. See that. Okay. In that one, how many sections, how many things you are seeing? Simple divisions. Just understand the division, guys. How many separations? How many separations you are seeing for this application? You are having this white part simply as a layman term. I'm explaining. Okay, I'm not using any advanced term. This white part you are having. This white part. Then this black part you are having in W3 school. Then is this is the green part. Okay, as you are having. So number of parts that you are having for a different web application. Okay. Then after that, how you gonna start working on it? Do you think that only one developer did that? No, right? There were multiple developers installed, assigned to this particular problem statement. So that's why whenever one developer is making some change, he or she telling to second developer, third developer, or fourth developer, or to the entire team that, hey, I, Mayank, created some functionality for the white portion of the web application. Okay, white portion of the web application. Please, everyone, take my changes. Okay, please, everyone, guys, how the assembly line is working. Just simply consider how the assembly line is working. Someone putting up the parts and rolling it out. Someone putting up the part and rolling it out, and that chain processes keep going, right? Here also, as a developer, we were getting the functionality on a specific part of the web application. And then we need to start working without bothering. Do you think that, guys, developer one who is working on this white part need to bother about the black part? Because that's not his his or her job, right? That's not his or her job. So his or her job is nothing but just creating a white header or simple palette which gonna hold some text inside it. And that's how the source control is working. Okay, tomorrow both developers, suppose as a manager, I'll just take example. As a manager, I said that hey, person A, you need to create a header, okay, that is in white color. And I'm saying that as a manager, hey, person two, you need to create the division which gonna have text like something learn to code and one simple text box. Okay, then we both started our work. We both started work, and after 2 days, we are ready to go on to the development. What ultimately we're gonna tell to our teammate, hey, I and some other guy or some other colleague, we did some changes onto our local. Now we want you to merge those changes so that from tomorrow onwards, whenever someone visit this particular location or visit this particular web application, anything, they should have all the details around it, who did what and all this. Got it? So, guys, as a layman, we were not seeing that who did what, okay, who operated or who developed or who created what sort of scenarios. That only thing can be accessed through your source control. Source control is having lot, not lot, complete history which you were starting working on your part of development. Got it? So post accepting the change happen automatically for other part of the responsible developer need to edit it. Exactly. So and that depends. Someone asks you that hey Mayank, you need to make some changes on this file, and some other developers or some other manager is saying hey Mayank, you need to create 3 files. All 3 files need to be connected and those should work properly. So what are the processes are there? Either I'm manipulating it or either I'm just creating a fresh file and running the entire system to it. Got it? I hope I answered this question. Okay, great. So moving to the next part of the version control. Okay, so even a single character mistake can break the entire software. That's why whenever we were just making any software, we were making sure that this software should be completely neatly returned, no memory leaks. Okay, and this code should be clean and all those sort of scenarios we were discussing. Okay, then after that, suppose you are working in a huge functionality. Suppose you are working on a huge functionality. Someone asks you to create a drop down something like this. Okay, guys, everyone able to see that? Someone asks you to create a drop down something like this one, and you are working, and next week you need to go on to the vacation. Consider it. You need to develop this black functionality in 3 days, and next week you are moving for your vacation. Okay, then what's gonna happen? You cannot complete the work, right? You cannot complete the work because that's need 5 days. Consider that work needs 5 days. So you only have 3 days. Then after that you are going on vacation, and after 1 week you're gonna come back. What's gonna happen? Your team will say that okay, wherever you did that part, okay, whatever the progress you made, push it onto the GitHub, pushing onto the source control. Other developer can take that code and start working on that one. Okay, that's what the collaboration is happening in terms of Git and GitHub. Okay, memory leak as in guys, suppose you created one variable but you haven't used for it. Okay, you assign some value, you run some loop, or you created some empty variables with a null value, undefined value. So how that can be processed? Okay, how that can be considered in a browser, and that memory leak we were talking about. Okay, no, it's a source control, not no. GitHub is not a source code, it's a source control software. Okay, it's a source control software. Okay, CI/CD also uses Git environment. Yes, very good question. CI/CD primary part is nothing but your your Git. Okay, because ultimately not every time I also need to make changes onto the GitHub, or my manager also don't want to make changes on a frequent basis. So that's why we were having Git environment in CI/CD, so tasks can be automated. CI/CD is nothing but making tasks more robust. Okay, making more robust, more available. Okay, those sort of scenarios we were having for source control. Okay, so now everyone understood about the primary functionality of what is version control. Guys, I hope everyone got the reference. I hope everyone got the references that we were going through in today's session. Anyone who's not able to open it or not able to get it? Okay, got it. Okay, so if you got it, we will be in same page. Okay, then yeah. So as you're gonna go through, guys, in that image, how scenario is working. Okay, how scenario is working. I just now I explained it, right? How scenario is working. Okay, so someone. Okay, you onboarded in one project. Suppose consider it you hired by W3 school. Okay, you hired by W3 school and your manager. Okay, your manager is saying that, hey Mayank, I need to create a top head part which is having logo and some links. Okay, clearly my manager or my team lead assigned me a work that, Mayank, you need to create a white bar which always going to stick onto the top, and that particular container will have the logo and all this. So what exactly you were doing? You start developing it. Developing means never it's coding, guys. Again, I'm just repeating, never consider developing word as coding. Okay, you are developing something and you are making a code on something, that is two different behaviors. Okay, so that's why don't confuse with it. Okay, so my manager said that, hey Mayank, you need to create a header part which is having this information. I said, okay, I'm going to start developing that functionality. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a sketch. Sketch means a simple scenario where I'm going to justify what exactly I'm going to do. Then after that, I'm start writing the code onto it. Okay, then you are having this one. And suppose today they were saying that, hey Mayank, you need to work on white color. If tomorrow they said it to me that, no Mayank, please change it to black color, how you gonna track it, guys? How you gonna track it? You cannot track it until unless you cannot log it anywhere. Okay, you cannot track it. So what exactly we were having here, that we can keep our source code, okay, in a clean and pipeline manner, and then you can access it around. Okay, so that's what the process for this one as well. Got it? Got it, guys? Okay, can we move to the next part now? Great. So in that one, whenever this instruction is going to happen, this is how the process. And one more thing, guys, let me expand a bit on more on detail, and then we can move to the next part. So suppose you are making some changes, and this is how it is doing. Okay. Now after that making changes, again someone said that, no Mayank, I don't want white. I need black now. Okay. So someone said that, no Mayank, I don't need white color on this header. I need black color. What you're gonna do, whatever the previous code you return, okay, you're gonna flush that out. Based on that, you're gonna change the color for that one. And then after that, you're saying that, yes, now my second change. What version is this, guys? How many changes we did? How many changes we did for this one? We did two changes. So how many versions exactly? V2. Very good. It's nothing but a second version of your changes, because first version you already did. Correct? Very good. So similar way, you can track. So Mayank already did one first version. Mayank already also doing second version. If the third version gonna come, Mayank also doing the fourth version. So that's how it gonna be differentiated, and all the time can be tracked. Got it? Yeah. So this is what we were having for this one. And then after that, once your changes will be there. So suppose you did change two times or three times or four times. Then after that, you can just track all your previous changes, okay, based on the Git, and then you can say for the simple retrieval and simple deployment. Simple retrieval and simple deployment. Got it? Are we good here? Guys, now we understood about what is exactly The version control and what is all those things. Anyone is having any questions regarding the version control specifically? Not in terms of just Git and GitHub version control, but version control is a bit more broader way. Okay, so currently we were following GitHub, someone is following GitLab and all those. Those are nothing else, somehow similar only. Okay, GitHub, GitLab, and all those. Can you please create a new file and we just start from there? Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna help you to explain. Okay. Let's understand one more thing that I just want you to understand. What are the benefits that we're gonna get it? Okay. After the source control. So as it is mentioned onto the document, version control are software tools that help topic that helps software team to manage changes onto the source code, okay, over the period of time onto the software development lifecycle phase. Guys, we all aware of it that software development lifecycle phase. Anyone anyone want me to explain software development lifecycle phase? I can quickly do it because that is very needed. GitHub is most of the time dependent on SDLC. Okay, you want me to explain? Sure, sure. Okay, I can do that. So, guys, SDLC, whenever we talk about, we were just doing different development testing. Okay, then we were saying that yeah, this release can be done in all those. Okay, so we were following different processes in our SDLC software development lifecycle. Someone need to develop, someone need to test, someone need to gather the requirement. Okay, so those all are the different roles and responsibilities on a specific part. But whenever you are talking about SDLC, we are taking the ownership of one part and then passing it on to the another. Okay, and that's how it would be. It is the part of development and deployment. Okay, so simply software development lifecycle development should be done. I mean, some previous processes are also there, but don't worry, I'm just telling you in the very neat manner. Okay, so first of all, as a developer, I'm just writing functionality. Then once the functionality will be done, I'm just testing in my phone itself, my laptop itself, that whether I'm just writing correct functionality or not. Then after that, once I'll get the confidence that this code is correct and somehow can go to prod level, we were running we were running software in a common platform. Okay, similar way, you can access Git repository from anywhere around the globe, as I already mentioned it. Okay, creation, testing, bug report, resolving, deployment. Very good. Exactly. And before creation, requirement analysis is also there. But that's very good. You completely mentioned 90% similar steps that we were having. Only one thing is also need requirement analysis. So guys, always any interview or any project tomorrow you wanna onboard. Okay, I'm giving you one quick hint to it. Okay, so whenever you onboard onto any project or any work or anything, please never jump directly onto the code that I already repeated. Focus onto the problem statement. Require, okay, and gather the requirements. What exactly you need to do? What exactly you need to deliver? Okay, and then only start working on that particular part. Never ever jump onto the code. That's not a good image that developers should hold. Okay, even though you know how to run that code, even though you know what exactly the purpose of this code and all those, but still in that case also never do it. Okay, got it. Yeah, so as I was mentioning that I've already repeated about the scenario. So now version control version control systems um, helps software team to work faster and smarter manner, the similar way that I just mentioned. Using version control, um, this particular software is also used for best practices. Okay, best practices means high performance availability. High performing developers are there, which is having very good knowledge that you can utilize. Okay, then after that, you are having your team time to work on some other models, even though you are completely working on different part. So different options we were having for different options we were having for version control and all that. Okay, planning, analysis, Design, development, testing, implementing, maintenance. Very good. You said it also correct. This is what the process that we were using. Okay, got it? So in that one, version control, as you see that we are having repository pattern. Okay, repository or repository remote shared repository. Okay, in that one, guys, we all see guys. Okay, everyone in a house, you are having bookshelf, right? Either you are keeping up in your table or you are keeping up in some sort of shelf, library, bookshelf and all this, right? So you all are having this one. But in library, guys, how the books are getting organized based on serial number, based on alphabetical order, or something like that. Okay, based on the generating and all those. So in that one, they were sorting it out. Whenever we talk about the version control system, you are also having stack. You are also having the stack which gonna keep up your data and finally giving us back to the version control system. That particular part, that particular processing thing ultimately makes some sort of configuration like create. Okay, you are creating some file. Okay, someone else created and you are giving back to your developer. Okay, those sort of scenarios as nothing but a part of your version control system. Okay, version control system. Then you are having a working repository. So guys, um, tell me, yesterday when we talk about oh, where's my wait, okay, sorry, I lost your chart. Are source control and version control same? Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that version control and source control are just nothing but the same terminology and same functionality. You can use both of the term in different manner. Got it? So what I was explaining about the working repository. So now I'm going to help you to set it up, how to run the GitHub and how to open the Git. That is also I'll help you to explain. So now we understood about the version control system, what exactly the improvements we're going to get, what exactly the usage we were having and all this. And in that document, you can find the same things more detailed way. Okay, you can follow the same thing in a more detailed way. Got it? Okay. Got it. So let's start with the first thing, guys. Okay, let's start with the first thing that we were having for nothing but a Git. Okay, so before going to GitHub, again, I'm repeating, before going to GitHub, let's understand what exactly we were having for Git. Okay, Git bash. If I'm gonna go to Git bash, okay, everyone able to see this web application? Git, a distributed is a new centralized. It's a command line interface. First of all, it's but nothing but a command line interface. Okay, that we can utilize for our command lines only. We can utilize our command line. Then we're gonna see one more is there nothing but a GUI. So this one is CLI and nothing but the next one that we're gonna talk about is GUI. Okay. Yeah. So do you want to take a break? Yeah. Oh, let me just understand this what exactly we were doing with it. Installation and all those parts we're gonna go after the break. Okay. Just 2 more minutes. Okay. So in that one, what exactly we were having two options. Git is nothing but a command line interface. Okay. And then after that, Git, guys, Git client also, as you can see that Git comes with built-in GUI. Okay, Git GUI we are calling it. Git GUI. But ultimately, Git is nothing but a command line interface which gonna help you to run the commands in this particular bash. Okay, similarly, if you're gonna go to GitHub, simple GitHub for Windows. Okay, see that this particular thing that we are having is nothing but a simple GUI. Okay, simple GUI. Do you want me to scroll? See that. You are having the complete similar like ID, file, edit, view, repository, branch, help, and what not you are having. Okay, so this particular thing that you are having is nothing but a part of GitHub. Okay, GitHub is a source control repository. Okay, working repository, source control repository. Those all things you can consider it around over here. Got it? Are we good with it? Okay. So guys, let's take a quick break. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes if you want it. Okay, and then after that, after that break, we're going to talk about specifically and individually on Git and GitHub. We're going to go through the installations because I don't want to take some time onto the installation, because nowadays everyone aware of the installation, right? So how to do it in installation? Just simply press next, 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 and simply enter the credentials and all this. And one more thing, guys, before taking a break, everyone have the GitHub account. Again, I'm repeating, is everyone is having GitHub account? No, don't worry about it. So take your time, simply go to github.com and create your account over here. Simply you can just do it. Okay, simply you can do it, and the same GitHub account we can utilize for our development. Got it? Very good. If you sync your Visual Studio to GitHub, very good. Got it? Hope everyone able to hear me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just help you to explain what exactly the difference between Git and Git Bash. Okay. Um. Okay. So before just talking about the Git Bash and all those, right? I was just talking about that whether everyone is having the account on GitHub or GitHub.com or not. Okay. So if you don't have, don't worry about it. Please create it just using simple email address. Okay. Okay, and then after that you will help you'll be able to understand that how different process of Git is exactly GitHub, Git Bash and all those. So you everyone, I'll just request that please create a GitHub account. Okay, and then you can understand to it. Got it? Okay, so can we move ahead now? Okay, great. So in that one, just give me 1 second. um, Simply, yeah. Okay. So I was just talking about first of all what in that one, Git and GitHub. So a lot of folks are having confusion. Okay, so let's revise this concept again, guys. Git, as you can see that Git is a tool which help you to run the command line interface. Okay, command line and all those. So Git, okay, Git is some sort of steps, a command. Again, I'm repeating, Git is nothing but set of command which gonna help you to run some specific instructions like creating the repository. Repository is nothing but a workspace, guys. Okay, tell me, we all went to school, right? We all went to school and we were having different subjects. So do you have different copies for different subject, right? Everyone? Everyone is having different copy for different subjects, correct? And here there we were just writing only specific to subject topic, correct? In every copy of that particular thing we were writing only subject specific topics and definitions, sentences and all those. Similar way here as well, whenever we just talk about the repository is nothing but your workspace. Okay, workspace for specific functionality. So today you got an interest that I'm going to create a clone of a Facebook. Okay, so you can create one repository which only work for a Facebook. Suppose tomorrow you got motivated and saying that now I'm going to create Instagram clone as well or Instagram copy as well. So what you're going to do, you're going to create a separate repository. So it's the same way in our school we are having different subject and different notebook for different subjects. Similar way here as well for different software, different tools and softwares we were using repositories. So I hope everyone cleared about the repository. So Git. Git is nothing but a set of instructions which gonna help you to organize your repository. Organize, guys. Remember this term. Organize means keep you updated. Okay, keep you updated. So Git is nothing but a set of instructions. Now Git Bash is an interface. Okay, just like just like a simple difference between C. Guys, tell me what is the difference between CD. Yesterday we gone through, right? Tell me the difference between CD and command prompt. Tell me the difference between CD and command prompt. Okay, CD is command, right? CD is command exactly, and CMD exactly. Very good. CD is interface. Very good. Well said. CD is nothing. CMD is nothing but an interface, right? Similar way, Git is nothing but a set of instructions, and Git batch is nothing but a CLI. Okay, so this is what we were having for this is what we were having for this one. Got it? Great. Can we move to the next part? Okay. I hope I cleared this question, right? Most of the folks are having this question. Okay, so Git and Git Bash now we are clear. Now GitHub. Okay, GitHub. Okay, GitHub is the space where you want to keep up all your code in a centralized manner. Okay, tell me where you are keeping your all your copies and all those guys. Where you're keeping up all your copies exactly in a bag, right? In your bag. So similar way, you're having different subject notebooks and all those, and you are having this one. That is nothing but storage, correct? You said it correct. That is nothing but storage. So you are keeping up this one. GitHub is nothing but a giving you the storage, a sort of a source control storage, which gonna track all your history, okay, which gonna keep you updated with the current version of the software or the repository that you're using, and maintaining the configurations as well. So some bags are having a lot of zips are there, some bags are having different colors, and there are different configurations. Similar way, your GitHub is also holding different configuration based on your preferences. Okay, so now Git Bash and GitHub. What is the difference? Simply, Git is what, guys? Git is what? Git is our notebook. Okay. Git is our notebook. Okay. Not notebook, sorry. Git is some set of instructions that we were writing on notebook. Okay. So Git is set of instructions. Okay. Second is Git Bash. Git Bash is nothing but an interface, CLI. Okay. And Git Hub is nothing but storage. Okay. Source control or version control, whatever you want to consider. Are we clear with these three differences? Okay, GitHub, Git Bash, and Git or Git. Yes, correct. Okay, got it. Okay, great. So, guys, installation and all those, I think you can just download from this URL. Simply, there is a download for Windows, Mac, and all those. So it's simple installation. If you're gonna download, click on this one. Simply, it's gonna ask you that 34, 64-bit and what you want to keep up. If I'm gonna click on 64-bit, it's gonna download onto the system. As you can see that because my disk is full, that's why I cannot make another installation. Okay, that's why this is the problem. Just 1 second. Okay, my disk is full, that's why I'm not keeping up. Otherwise I can make this one. Okay, I can make the installation. You can download and you can run through it. Got it? So simple installation, you can do it by your own, guys. If any issues would be there, feel free to reach out to us. Okay, but before downloading, again I'm requesting, please create your GitHub account. Okay, please create your GitHub account in that one. Okay, in that one, let me just 1 second. I'm just making some changes actually. Mm, mm, just 1 second, guys. I just need to perform some operation on my GitHub account. So just give me 1 second. I don't know whether it's gonna open onto this one or not. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Just 1 second. I don't know why it is taking so much time. Okay, let me show it to my system. Okay, let me show into my system, and then I can just post it around. Okay, so here, once you log in, everyone able to see this, guys? Once you log in, you'll be having some sort of repository pattern. Okay, so everyone able to see my screen? Can anyone confirm whether you are able to see my GitHub account? Okay, great. So once you are having this one, you are having some sort of instruction, set of repositories and all this. I'm having different. I was just playing Minesweeper games on Sunday, so that's why I created a repository. Okay, and some sort of assignment I was just creating it. So here, as you can see, that I'm just having some repository pattern. Okay, so once you create your account, you're having a simple repository and all this because I already have an account already. Okay, and this is simple options are there. So don't rush for those options. You can go through it. Now I'm going to create a simple repository. Tell me, guys, what name I just want to create. Okay, um, simply I'm going to create my repository name because this would be a username and this would here your repository name. Okay, yeah, exactly. I just click on new repository. I just clicked on new repository here, guys. Okay, I just created a new clicking on new button. Okay, and simply creating a new repository. My okay, alma pattern hash repo. Okay, alma pattern repo. I just clicked. Okay, just 1 second, guys. Just allow me 1 minute, please. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now I'm just creating a simple, and you can keep up some my first repo. Okay, with or you can keep up any description. I'm just keeping, and you can keep up private as well, guys, and public. Okay, so I'm just keeping up public, and you can simply add a readme file. I'm going to help you with description. I'm going to help you to understand what exactly readme file is. Okay, what exactly the readme file is. In that one, your readme file is nothing but a set of detailed description about your repo. So guys, you can go to any repo. This you know what repo I can give it to you. React. You all heard about that React, right? I'm not talking about this React, but I'm just saying this. You heard about the React, right? React is an open source, and who released it? Nothing but a Facebook. Exactly. So they hosted on GitHub itself. So go to this repository of Facebook and you're gonna find the React repository. Okay, so I'm just keeping up this one and simply add readme file and license. I don't want to keep up anything. Okay, so it's simply creating a repository. Everyone able to see that? Creating a simple repository. My repository got created. Everyone able to see that? AlmaBetter repo and then my first repo with. Okay, simply I created my repo. And what's my repo URL? My username and my repo name. Everyone able to understand this top bar here? What exactly my entire URL? My username and this one. Okay, similar way if I'll take example of Facebook React repo. You know what it's gonna be? Facebook/React. Can we open that? I don't know whether it will be there. I'm just guessing it. Okay, let's see Facebook. Okay, what repositories Facebook is holding? Meta. Okay, they are having Meta now. Sorry. See that how many repositories? Okay, React Native, Create React App, and all those. They are having these many repositories. Can we go to React? What is the URL? github.com/Facebook/React. What is our URL? github.com/our user/our repo. Okay, here as you can see that these all detailed instruction, guys. As you can see that React is a JavaScript library. These all text is nothing but a part of readme file. Can I show it to you? A simple. This is the first step, guys. This is the first step of your GitHub readme. Where is the readme? Here. Can I open? As you can see that this is the same content the all you will to see that React is a JavaScript library, installation, documentation, and everything. So README file will give you okay. Again, I'll just tell you in a very layman term. Guys, how you are recognizing that which notebook is for this subject without opening it? Without opening it, how are you going to recognize that which particular notebook is for which subject? You are having some sort of sticker and all those you are keeping in our notebook, right? Exactly, sub names and all those. So you are keeping up into the book cover and saying that this book this particular notebook belongs to the subject. Similar way, the detailed description that my name, my roll number, this subject, and this particular thing, rough and all those name slips and all those. Correct. So those all things you're keeping up into your repository. Similar way, your README file is also giving you the brief, giving you the brief about the repository. Whenever someone asks you that, can you please tell me the purpose of README file? You can simply say in one line sentence that it's gonna give you the brief about my repository. Okay, what that repository contains, for what purpose we have created, what exactly we were doing with that one. Okay, understood, guys? Can we move to the next part? Okay. Okay. Let me go back to my repository. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So now, guys, this we were having, we created a simple repository now. Okay, we created a simple repository. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it up our credentials and all those. Okay, we're gonna set it up our credentials, how to set it up and all those. Okay. So 1 second. Okay, just 1 second. Let me open simply. Um, Let me create a folder for you guys, okay? Just 1 second. The folder session. What's the date today? 23 April 2022. Okay, I'm just keeping it up. Open terminal. Okay, open terminal and Visual Studio. I'm just opening Visual Studio as well, okay? File, close folder. Mm-hmm. Come on. Okay, so I just simply open a folder for you guys, okay? And along with that, I just created one terminal. Okay, I just simply created a terminal for you. Got it? Simply created a terminal for you. Now, in that one, what the first thing that we're gonna do it? Okay, we're gonna run one command. Okay, git install. After git installation, anyhow they're gonna ask you some basic credentials. But if you want to do it, just simply write git config, and this command is there in your resource file, guys. Okay, so you no need to bother about it. Global and user dot name. Here you're gonna keep up your email through which you created your GitHub account. Okay. Okay, email and name. Okay, so what is my name that I just created? Simply this one. This one you can keep up. Um, Come on. Okay, I'm gonna keep up simple, and here we go. Simply, it's gonna set it up, and then the second step you can keep up for this one. Now, if I need to verify is my config is correct, git config double dash git, okay, user dot name, same way. Let's see what error we are getting. No, we're not getting any error, and this is what my name, guys. How I got this name? Can anyone tell me? Based on the name of my repo. Okay, what repository name I'm having, based on that I'm having this one. Got it, guys? Simply. Okay, and guys, in my oh, okay, in my repository, how many files are there, guys? Can anyone tell me how many files I do have in my repository just by seeing this? Guys, hold on for a commit. I'll just tell you what exactly commit is. Please, I request. We're gonna go through step by step. Okay. Okay. Similar way, guys. You know, tomorrow if you onboard on any company, or if you get hired by any company, or you started any project by your own, these are the steps that I'm just showing it to you. These are the step by step instructions that you need to follow. Okay. So commit is one step ahead. You are moving it. So let's focus on this one first. Got it? Now one file I'm having, correct? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply go to here and get this one. And my name is set it up. Similar way, you need to keep up your email as well. So in terms of global.name, you can keep up email and space your email ID. That's how you can set it up your global account for this one. Okay, so considering it, because it's already set up in my system, you can set it up by your own. Now I'm just moving to this first very important step. Very important. Now I need to create a copyright. Guys, tell me. Okay, we all heard about that publisher book is there, right? Publisher who is publishing the book. Okay, and writer who is writing the book, correct? Writer, okay, writer returns some book and given to the publisher. Guys, tell me, how many copies that writer is giving to publisher? How many copies writer is giving to the publisher? Only one, exactly, only one. And then publisher is printing it again and again, right? Printing it again and again and distributing multiple copies. And every copy is owning by different person, correct? Every copy can own by different person. They can do whatever they want. They wanted to write anything onto it. They wanted to tear it. They wanted to keep it into their bag and whatever. They completely owned by them. So similar way here, repository created by Maya, and this is the repository name. Okay, that's how they did it. But now I need to create a copy of it. I need to create a copy of it, and how can I create a copy? Using git clone. I'm just cloning git clone. Okay, and then simple. How, which repository I need to clone? Everyone able to see this green button, guys? Here you are having this URL. This URL you are having. Okay, this URL you are having. Copy, and you can paste it over here. This is it gonna clone. Can I now go to my folder? Everyone able to see that AlmaBetter repo already created, and inside that one readme file is there. Okay, in that one readme file is there. But guys, there is one more option. There is one more option that you can just follow. There is a SSH. Guys, how I cloned it? Can anyone tell me how many tabs there are there? HTTPS, SSH, and GitHub CLI. So one option is HTTPS. You can just simply copy the URL and do it. SSH is you need to generate one token. Okay, tell me, guys, how we were traveling on public transport? So suppose if we are regularly traveling onto the public transport, we were just generating some pass or token, right? Monthly token or monthly pass and all those. Everyone agree? I hope I'm not confusing on a very basic level, but yeah, everyone aware of this real time scenario, right? Whenever we are just traveling frequently, we were just generating a pass. And how did you open that window in this used? I mean, I just simply opened it, right? I just go to the folder and simply open this one. Simply file option, file, open folder. Okay, so I just simply did this one. Okay, yeah. So what I was explaining, if you are having the pass, then you can utilize it. Similar way, SSH token or SSH key will generate only once and it will be authenticated for you. So you can simply go to setting of any repo setting. Okay, here everyone able to see that this option, guys, at the top you are having this option. Okay, and then you are having your profile. Okay, then you are having this profile. Just 1 second. Sometimes this is killing me. Okay, your profile option is there. Then you have setting option. Everyone able to see the setting option? You can go to setting. Okay, and then you are having SSH at the bottom. Okay, SSH at the bottom, and you can click on this SSH. Okay, you can generate new SSH, guys. You can simply create a new SSH and it's gonna generate a new token. How you can generate those all instructions are given to you on this one. Okay, so simply once you generate it, paste it over here. From the next time onwards, it's not gonna ask you the credentials. Okay, so SSH is one of the options. SSH, every system need to do by their own, guys. Okay, so every SSH you can do it by your own. You need to generate your own token. Okay, I cannot show my token, otherwise it would be completely unrevealed. Okay, it's like exactly very good. You said it correct. It's like an API key. Okay, someone giving you the unique authentication code that you can utilize for all of your access. Okay, yeah, worker ID to enter into the factory. Very good. Yes, correct. You completely said it correct. So it's some sort of worker ID, which and worker ID is a unique ID, right? Which which can be used, which can be used to authenticate that particular worker. Okay, JWT token is also one of the example of it. Okay, yeah. So now, guys, okay, back to the topic. So SSH is one of the options. Now we already aware that how to do SSH and all those. So instructions are given to your document. You can just do it and simply generate the SSH. Okay, simply generate the SSH. Now, what is the next step after generating the SSH? You can simply clone it. Okay, simply clone it. Everyone able to see that? And guys, see that if I just open this option, one more thing. Hold on. One more thing. Guys, what branch I'm having? At bottom, everyone able to see this? What branch I'm having main? Can I go to my repo? One second. Oh, okay. What branch I'm having, guys? How many branch I'm having? And guys, branch is also in a one notebook. How many portions you are having, guys? How many? Okay, consider it in one notebook. How many chapters you can create? You can create multiple chapters, right? Based on the different functionalities and all those. So in a one notebook, you can consider branch as nothing but a chapter. Okay, so based on your functionality, you can create number of branch. But now I'm having only one branch. Okay, everyone able to see that I'm having only one branch. Now I can create one separate branch, which I'm going to do. Okay, so see that my first dash branch. I'm creating it, guys. Okay, I'm creating simple first branch from here as well. I'm going to show you both of the options. Okay, so create branch. My branch is created. Now, how many chapters I do have in this book? Can anyone tell me how many chapters I do have for this book? I do have two chapters. Okay. Someone is asking, just one second, guys. Someone is asking a very relevant question. In HTTPS, you need to specify password on each Git operation, not in each Git operation, not in each Git operation. Whenever you pull, whenever you clone it, once it clones successfully, you no need to give credentials every time. But for SSH, it's not gonna ask you even for every repo. Okay, why someone would use SSH to have both? Exactly. So SSH, you said it very correct, and thanks for answering it. The SSH is more secure because you are having a proper authentication and all those. Okay, in comparison to HTTPS. Okay, okay. So yeah, you're good, right? I hope. How you opened repo in the guys? Simply folder. Just open simple folder. Just go to simple folder and open it. It's gonna create a folder for you automatically. Simply go to file, open folder, and simply you can open it. Okay. No, I'm not. I have not used CLI for it. No, no, I'm not using CLI to open the folder. Okay. Simply I just went to file and all those. Okay. So now, guys, as you can see that now I've just cloned the main. Now, how can I? Which branch I created? Which branch I created? My first branch. Can I check out now? What the next thing? I'm just taking up the same chapter. Go to terminal. Now I'm gonna run the same terminal. Okay, you can utilize now this terminal. Yesterday I was talking about the ID. Now let's kill this terminal. Now I don't need this terminal. Now I'm gonna utilize this terminal. Git checkout. Checkout means taking up the chapter from that book. Okay, minus B. my dash first dash branch. Everyone able to see that? Git checkout minus b means nothing but a switch, minus b means branch. Okay, and simply my first branch. Okay, this name you can keep up anything. Okay, and simply I'm pressing enter. Can anyone tell me why I'm having this issue? Every one of you're gonna get this issue because you need to press cd, change directory. Guys, always you need to run the command. Right now I'm running on session 23 April 2022. You need to run this command on AlmaBetter repo. So cd space AlmaBetter repo. Now I'm going to run the same command, get checkout and switched. Everyone see at the bottom? Everyone see at the bottom? My first branch got created and checked out. Okay. Now the next step that I'm just doing some changes. Suppose I'm adding one file into it. Index.html. I'm adding one file simply. .html. Okay. What change I did now recently? What change I did for today? So, yeah, guys, two more commands and we can just revise it. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna too fast because you know that, right? And every session, in every next session, I'm gonna revise. So in next session also, I'm gonna revise the same thing. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, I'll be slow. So tell me, guys, which file I added right now? I just added a simple index.html. Okay, one change, only one change I did, only one change. Now, guys, tell me after that, this particular thing, this thing I'm just doing in my local, if I'm gonna refresh it, is it my change reflected? How many files is there in how many files is there in cloud? How many files is there in cloud? Only one file. But in my local, how many files I'm having? Two files. Index.html and readme file. Okay, right? Okay, you just follow this one right now. You just need to understand what exactly I'm doing, and then you can just practice by your own because we've just given you the detailed instructions as well, right? So just understand the process right now, and then you can practice by your own. So now I'm having two files. Guys, now I'm making a stage. Everyone able to see that? Everyone able to see that? Now I'm having one change over here. Okay, now I'm having one change. One more thing, guys, you can utilize the source control and all those. 1 second. Hmm. Uh-oh. Hold on. I created a wrong folder. Okay. So guys, everyone able to see that I'm having one change now? Everyone able to see that now I'm having one change? How I can push it? Okay, one more change I can make it. Okay. Not push right now, guys. To you, before push, there is one more option. I'm gonna create one more file that is style.css. One more file is simply added. Now, how many changes I did in this one? How many changes? Two. Simply it is saying two changes Mayank did. Okay, but consider it, you are not ready with your changes of style.css. Okay, you are only ready with the changes on index.html. So in this one you can add git add simply index.html command. Guys, this add means staging. Staging means you are picking it up. Okay, I'm saying that no, I'm not gonna push all my changes. I'm only gonna keep only one file. Okay, I'm only going to keep up one file, then I'm just simply pressing enter. Everyone able to see that? Now you're having changes and stage changes. What is the meaning of state changes? Means state change will go along with the push, but changes will not go until unless it's not stage. Stage means if some are left out portions there, you cannot stage, that will not be there on your push. Okay, that will not be there on your push. Okay, then, this is the staging, guys. What is the first step we did? Again, I'm repeating. What the first step we did? Yeah, I zoom it. I zoom my screen. Don't worry about it. But guys, let's revise it. Let's revise it. What is the first step we all did? First of all, we created a GitHub account. Okay. After creating GitHub account and logging, what we did? After creating GitHub account and login, what we did? Let's revise this. Let's revise a bit. Okay. We created a repository. Exactly. Very good. We created a repository. After that repository, what we did? After that repository, what we did? We configure account. Very good. Very well said. Configure connection. Configure. Yes. Then after that, what we did? The next step is nothing but clone. Right? We took the local copy. Then after that, clone, what we did, we created our own branch because every person notebook is having its own chapter, right? Not every person notebook chapter is same. Okay, content is same, but I'm just writing on different manner, different handwriting, different sentence, and some other person is writing the same chapter, different writing, different grammar, different explanation, right? So we created our own branch. Then in that branch, I'm just working on it. And I'm saying that, hey, I made two changes. I made two changes. Okay. That I just take it out. In that changes also as well, I'm just saying only one change, I'll just take it up because second change still I'm just pending with it. Still I'm pending with the second change. So simply I did this. Now the very great command and very important command is nothing but git commit. Guys, till here again I'm repeating. Till here, if someone snatched my laptop, if my laptop got bombed or something, okay, or my laptop will get broken or something, these changes will not go to report till here because everything till here, everything we were working on our local, everything we were working here on our local. Now one more command, commit, sorry, commit minus m means message added index.html. Simply I'm just making commit. Commit is also a local change, guys. In this phase also, if someone took your laptop and run away, your code will also gone with that one. Okay. So till here we were working on local. Now see the magic. Okay. Now see the magic. Git push origin. Okay. Origin means, guys, which one? Origin is this one. This repo. Okay. Origin. Git push origin. Okay. I'm just pressing enter. Okay, and it is saying that upstream because this is my first push. So that's why it is saying that git push set upstream. First of all, whenever you are making very first push, it will ask you to set upstream and origin and my first branch. Simply pressing enter, and boom, my changes all went. Everyone able to see that my branch is having latest push. Again, I'm refreshing. How many files now I'm having in this one? Two. But can anyone tell me in main branch why I'm not having this one? Why I'm not having this? Because my main branch is not updated with my first branch. For this reason, guys, for this reason, whenever we were getting, guys, okay, I was explaining about the W3 school, right? W3 header part. So someone assigned me the work, Mayank, you need to create the header part. Mayank, you need to create the header part. And I did that. And my manager, my team lead will confirm that Mayank work is completed or not. So for this reason, you need to create a pull request, guys. Pull request is nothing but saying that, hey, team lead, my work is done. Please see my changes and confirm. Okay. Similar way that the way you are giving exam and submitting your copies and ultimately result gonna come. This is also the same thing. And here, open pull request, create pull request, and I'm saying that please push my changes from my first branch to main branch, and I'm simply created a pull request. Okay. Simply this pull request will I will give to my team lead, saying that, hey, team lead, I added one commit. Wait, okay, I added one commit, that is add index.html. I added only one file, that is nothing but index.html with empty content. Please approve it. Okay, once your manager say that, yes, Mayank, your work is correct, they gonna nothing, just simply click on merge. But guys, you should never do it by your own. This merge option, you should never do it. Someone else need to do it for you. That's why you need a team over here. It's something like you are giving your exam and you are only checking your own copy and you are revealing the result. Okay, so you should not do it. Okay, merge pull request you need to assign to some of your peers, team lead, manager, and all those, and that particular person will merge it. Okay, that particular person will merge it. Got it? So this is what. Okay, so consider that I'm the developer and I'm also the manager. Okay, I'm two-person. So I'm simply saying that yes, confirm merge, and now see that I'm gonna go to code, and which branch right now? Main. Did you see that main branch is having index.html now? Okay, main branch is having index.html because I pushed my changes. Okay, I pushed my changes. Got it, guys? Okay, now I'm gonna repeat that. What yeah, so this is got the basic instructions, guys, that we need to follow. Okay, get push, get status is also one of it. Okay, and then how to raise a PR, get it approved, merge to master or main branch. Those all things gonna be defined in this branch. Okay, okay. So now let's understand command by command. Okay, let's understand command by command. What the first step that we did, we created a repo. So for creating a repo, we haven't followed we haven't followed any command to it. Okay, we haven't followed any command to it. But for cloning, what we did, for cloning, git clone, and simply from where we copied the URL, this green button that you're having here onto the right hand side, I simply copied this URL, copy. Okay, and then just directly pasted it. Okay, pasted it. It's gonna create the folder based on AlmaBetter repo and this one. Okay, after this one means I created a new notebook. I created a new notebook. Then after that, after creating notebook, what you need to do, you need to create a new chapter. Okay, new chapter. So what command you have used for creating a new chapter, a new branch, or new workspace? Git checkout. Git checkout minus b, and whatever a b c x y z, whatever name you want to keep up, it should be self-explanatory. Okay, so Mayank got the header part. Suppose someone assigned a part, my header, or suppose header dash branch. Someone assign you the footer part, footer. Okay, footer branch or something like that. This name should be completely self understandable. Okay, so this one, guys, this command I used to create this one more thing that someone is asking. Okay, I can help you to explain how you can sync Visual Studio to GitHub. Simple, I just told you that two commands I just run, that is nothing but configure. But along with that, you can utilize extension as well. With extension I'm using, let me show it to you. Okay, just 1 second. Installed GitHub. Everyone able to see this? GitHub from Insert Peter. Okay, this particular extension I'm using it for syncing my Visual Studio to GitHub. This extension I'm using it. Okay, go to setting and search for sync. Oh, sorry, yeah, you explaining it right. Correct. Okay, so this extension I'm just using for it. Okay, got it. Then after that, checkout branch, guys. You are allowed to make any sort of change. Okay, so once after make change, what is the staging, guys, stash and all those are different process. But as we are not going much on advanced level, we were just going through staging means picking it up, picking up the specific file which you want to push. As you can see that in my local still it is style.css, but in my server, in my global, it's not there. That means I didn't staged it. I didn't stage that file. Okay, and that what it means. Okay, so for git add is nothing but staging, git commit is a local commit, and then finally git push. Push means sending or synchronizing with the server. Okay, synchronizing with the server. So simple, these 4 5 steps are enough for you to run any project onto the GitHub, guys. Okay, to run any project on GitHub. Got it? Got it, guys? Now you want me to explain anything else? I hope now everyone understood about the Git Bash, GitHub. Okay, and now you understood about how to create a repository, how to get it in your local, how to start working on it, and what is the purpose of pull request. Again, I'm repeating, guys, never merge your own pull request. Again and again, I'm repeating, you need a partner or a sort of a peer or a colleague or a manager or a team lead to approve that. Okay, that's how it will need to be done. Got it? Yeah. So now, guys, if you have any question that you want me to repeat anything, feel free to keep up on the chat. Okay. Exactly, guys. This one, GitHub is more sort of a practice thing. So I request only 5 10 minutes. Keep up that one. Create a simple repository, create a clone, and simply do it. It's gonna help you to collect this knowledge whenever you need it. Okay. You don't need to revise every time the command name and all those. Okay. You don't need it. Okay, so that's why I'm just requesting everyone, please practice a bit after the session. Don't spend much time, just 5 to 10 minutes, nothing more than that. I'm just guaranteeing it not going to make not going to take more than 5 to 10 minutes. Get in it, exactly, very good. So get in it, guys. It's just initiating a project in your local. So right now, how we created a repository, we created a repository through GitHub, right? We created a repository through GitHub. Whenever you want to initiating a project directly from local, you can utilize git init command. Okay, you can utilize git init command. Is there any no rollback for merge? There is, but that is too advanced part. If someday we're gonna get that scenario, I'll surely help you to explain how to roll back your commit, how to rebase your commit, and all those. Those are bit advanced part, guys. Okay, I have downloaded GitHub Desktop. Now, okay, you know what? What is the down? What is the purpose of GitHub? Hold on. Just 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Till the time you can paste your question, I'll just help you what exactly the purpose of GitHub Desktop. Just 1 second. Let me open it. Guys, don't worry about it. I'll just revise every time. Just practice a bit, and every new session I'm gonna help you to understand. Okay. So you no need to bother that if you are new to this part and you are not able to grab 100%. No worry at all. Okay, initial days it's gonna be tough. Okay, because we were learning something new, right? Once you completely used to with the scenarios, it will be very easy for you. Okay, just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. Let me choose it. Um, just 1 second. I'm opening. Okay, I'm opening. Mm, okay, great. Now see that this is what we have for GitHub Desktop. Everyone able to see that? I'm having repository, I'm having branch, main branch, this one. This is the UI. Oh,
Hey,
I'm
man,
sorry.
his screen is not showing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It got lost. Yeah, I'm sharing. I'm so sorry. Oh, I lost my video as well. Oh, I didn't focus it. Is it good now, guys? Can anyone confirm? Okay, thanks. So now this is the example of GitHub desktop. Okay, this is the example of GitHub desktop. See that this is a GUI. See that this is a GUI. What my history is? Mayank created initial commit, add index.html. Okay, Mayank did that. Now, what is the repository? What is my current branch? Okay, what is my current branch? I need to fetch 5 minutes ago. Okay, those all sort of GUI instructions. This is you are having over here. Okay, in GitHub desktop. So usually this entire thing you're gonna get it in a GUI mode. Okay, this is one change file, right? Only one. Can I do it? Okay, let me quickly finish it up. Okay, simply add plus. Plus means nothing but stage. Okay, okay, I'm just writing simply added style. Okay, commit to my first branch. Okay, simply committing it. Everyone able to see that? Now commit is done. At the bottom, everyone able to see that? There is an undo option means rebase. Zoom your screen. How can I zoom it? I just need to check. But yeah, just see at the bottom, guys. Okay, see at the bottom that you are having this option that committed just now, added style. Now, after that commit, what is the next step, guys? After commit, what is the next step? After commit, what is the next step? Push. Very good. And where is the push option? At the top here. Push. Hold on, it is pushing, and it is asking my username, and that's why I didn't set up my username and password. You can set it up and you can utilize. Okay, and here you need a SSH. If SSH will be set up for you, it's not gonna ask username and password every time. Okay, so this push, if you're gonna give it, it's gonna go to directly push, and this is a GUI, man. Okay, so this is nothing but a GitHub session. Okay, anything else that I left out? You want me to revise anything? GitHub desktop we have seen, git bash command we have seen. With difference, we understood the difference between git bash and GitHub, and how to create accounts, guys. So these are the basic of introduction to Git and GitHub. Okay, there are a lot other advanced steps and commands is also there, but no need to worry about for now. Okay, we'll go step by step, guys. I don't want you to rush in a single shot. Okay, let's understand, let's practice this one, and then we can go ahead. I'll make sure that whenever we'll be having next session, I'm going to revive this concept. Yeah, even I like the CLI version more. Yeah. I'll just check with the screen resolution. I'm so sorry that you're facing the problem. I'll just make sure to check with the operation team. Okay, so are we good, guys? Okay, yeah, great. So exactly, CLI, as Devanshu already mentioned, that CLI is mostly used in org levels and all those. But sometimes we are having GUI as well. Sometimes you can utilize. Nobody gonna stop you for using this. But yeah, having a knowledge of CLI is very important. Okay, so if after having a knowledge of CLI, if you want to go for GUI, nobody gonna restrict you. Okay, got it. Yeah, session details, guys. Team gonna help you. Okay. Yeah. Great. So I guess we are done, guys. We are good on this part, Git and introduction to Git and GitHub. I hope I didn't went too fast, but if it's in worst case, I skipped some part and you're not able to understand, feel free to revise this session, practice more on that, and if any doubt will be there, come up onto the next session, and we're gonna help you. Okay, it's not something like every time a new topic we are picking and we are not taking questions from previous topic. No, it's not like that. You can bring up all the topic, all the questionnaires, or any doubt which we already had it previously. Okay, so you can utilize this forum over here. Got it? So yeah, So thank you so much, guys. Thanks for all the understanding, learning, and very good and relevant questions that you all asked about it. I completely appreciate it. Okay, and I request everyone practice more onto that and get back to us if anything you need it from our side. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Be safe, take care, and keep learning.